Hello there, Taurus. I hope you're keeping well. So this is your collective love reading. It's going to take you through the rest of August, right the way up until mid-September. Guys, remember it is collective. It's not going to fit for all of you. And I'm sure you're familiar by now about how I encourage you to go and check out that North Node sign, which is about your karmic path. I'm going to put in the description box below how to go about that instead of me going through it all. I'm boring you again with it. Okay, so just before we go any further, guys, if you could like, share and subscribe, that'll be absolutely fab. Thank you very much. And the cards, I've given them a whopping shuffle before I started recording. So, yeah, we'll get cracking then. So, how is your energy coming into the reading? The Magician. Being in complete control, absolutely grounded, knowing what you want, when you want it, and you know how you're going to get there. How is your party? How are they coming into the reading? The Chariot. I'm feeling they are detached from you at the moment. There's overwhelm. There is overwhelm with that Chariot energy. It is a swift energy. It's a challenging energy. It's not a precise energy. It's a knowing the direction it wants to go in, but it doesn't get there as easily as that. It's not as easy as going from A to B. It kind of goes A to B via Z. Okay, so how are you and your party at the moment? What's the situation between the both of you? How's that pressure? I'm feeling it's the pressure that your party's under, something they're not wanting to acknowledge, and I'm also hearing shame. How is it that your party views you at the moment? Now, this doesn't mean to say it's how you are. This is just how they view you. Ace of Swords energy. I'm hearing being uptight, laying the law down. What they're not revealing to you as of this moment, what's hidden. Four of Swords. That's interesting energy. There's a strong Libra vibe coming into this as well. And with you being a Taurus, I'm getting like a Empress type energy, a collective energy, and it feels aligned with that Magician energy that's there. You've got everything you want, you've bloomed, you've elevated to the next level. You've learned from past experiences and you're turning negatives into a positive, or taking learning from every, I'm hearing aspect, every challenge that you've been through. It's now all making sense. And that can also as well be that Ten of Wands energy that you've been under, I'm hearing. May have been since the full moon in Sagittarius, which was round about the middle of June, about the 16th of June, and you've thought, that's it. You're laying the law down, you know how you're going forward, and I feel your party's holding back here intentionally to see if you're going to chase. The next card to come out is this is their fears, anxieties and concerns, a wanting of long term, or they may be involved with the Queen of Pentacles. Or they basically, there's a lot on for them. What's their plan of action when it comes to moving the connection forward with you? The High Priestess, there's that withdrawing, they're going silent. I am hearing mind games. It isn't coming out in the reverse position. But there's a plan of action here that they're not quite revealing. Sorry about the shadows here, guys. It's just one of those things. And then we'll get guidance from Spirit for you. Eight of Cups. That come out as well in the last reading I did, which was Aquarius's reading. So if it is you're involved with an Aquarius, maybe worthwhile you checking that out. I'll just straighten these up for you. I keep hearing, nah, it's not for me. It's not for me, this. It's not for me. There we go. It's just flipped itself out. Bringing something to an end. Can be seen as goals, a soul partner, but it's flung itself out when I've heard, nah, it's not for me. I think this is you really putting something into action here, not wanting to be walked over, I'm hearing, anymore, and making it clear, making your intentions known. There's something you've invested into here, and it started out as fun. There was a lot of passion involved in it. I feel like it's gone on for some time, possibly 10 months. Spirit's taking me right the way back to even saying the beginning of autumn. My crown chakra is going absolutely wild here. And yeah, you've got to a point, it's not for me. What can you give me then, please, Spirit, for Taurus's energy coming into this reading with the Magician card? And I've heard Virgo. Now we've got it again. Showed itself to me at the beginning, at the bottom of this deck, and it's come out again. Plain and simple. I mean, you can't, I've just turned those over and two come out straight away. I don't think you can get more plain and simple than that. You're doing the right thing. You've made it absolutely clear, and you're taking action because there's a place you want to be where you're going to get more. What can you give me on this Chariot energy, please, Spirit? What's this Chariot energy? I'm hearing arsey. They're going arsey. Yeah, there's that irritableness. They're trying to turn away from bringing something to an end. Just being difficult. I'm not saying when you're in that energy, that's what you're doing, but you're finding something difficult. So they may be coming across emotionally at the moment, because don't forget it's a Cancerian energy, it is a water card, as being emotional because they're just mithered. There's a not wanting to let that wand go. But I feel you're asserting yourself and you're putting those 10 of Wands into place. What else can you give me on that? Well, there it is. There's the holding back. I'm not letting go of it. I'm just not letting go. This may even be that you're both splitting up and there's somebody here that will not part with the assets, will not take no for an answer. They keep revisiting. They think by persevering, it's going to get them towards their goal. But they're ignoring there. You can see the gentleman in the card. He's ignoring. He's got his back turned. And what comes after that Nine of Pentacles, sorry, that Nine of Wands, is the 10 of Wands. And that gentleman there, he's turning away from that 10 of Wands, as if he holds on, he won't have to exit. He won't have to be confronted with those 10 Wands. He's looking back the other way towards you, and that's what's wanted. What else have we got on this, please, Spirit? Oh my God, would you believe? Did I say strong Virgo at the beginning of the reading? Because it's here again. They think by withdrawing, they're going to get another chance. And no matter how much you tell them, or what they say, it will come into their awareness soon. It will. But they're not going down without a fight. They're absolutely battling for this here. And you may not know it yet, but they think by holding back, they'll be putting time in your hands. And you may even change your mind. But they're hoping it's buying them time, and now it's coming into their awareness. Sorry guys, I do apologise for adjusting the camera, and my wife, that's funny, my mic is playing up at the moment. So yeah, some of you have taken full control of something. I feel it's to do with some plans, may even be to get married. And you've made it absolutely clear now. Could possibly be to this King of Swords. Possibly a Capricorn, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. But you want to get something done. It's the right thing to do. I feel for some of you there's spell work going on here as well with that Magician and the Justice card. Because that can be seen as a karma. Manifesting. Trying to draw in and making it absolutely clear to the universe what you want from your manifestation. Speaking it into the here and now as if you've already got it. That as well can be you in that King of Swords energy, moving forward and starting to feel and taking action on this. There's an energy of knowing. I'm feeling again, this isn't my word, but I'm saying a gooey energy. There's a feeling of an energy, a warm energy inside. The King of Swords may not come across as being the warmest, but it's a knowing energy. It's a clear energy, and it's an energy of being decisive and taking action. And I think there's this warm, grounded vibe that you're feeling inside, and you're knowing now something's become clear that you can take action and move forward. It's as if you've been waiting for synchronicities or saying your affirmations or looking for validation from the universe to reassure you this is the right direction you want to be going in, and it is now. And I think that's why it's become clear with that King of Swords energy. There's a no messing. You're on your way to success, whatever that means for you. Your party though, I feel they're getting mithered, because there's a subject or something here of where distance has been created between the both of you. I feel there's a subject that you've not been able to discuss, or it's being held back. The words are going funny here. It's being held back. There may be a stubbornness vibe within it. It may even be that you've told your party off and told them they've got to get their act together, but they know this. They want to resolve whatever this situation is with you, and I feel it's to take on more commitment. I keep being shown the Ace of Cups in the upright, and them now feeling passionate or wanting to move forward with whatever this Six of Wands passion is with you. But it's taken them a while to get here. It really has. And Spirit's taken me again back to the beginning of autumn, when that Hermit card, it can come into play. It's a Virgo energy. And I feel now I'm channeling that energy that goes with that Virgo card. The withdrawn, the contemplating, the hesitancy, but it's a knowing energy. And Virgo is round about the time of, well, we can say the 24th, 23rd of August, round about to the same date, but in September. There or thereabouts. But there's a knowing now, and they're looking for an opportunity, may even be to take it away, to break some news to you. Good news, I feel. It does feel very good news. What can you give me, please, Spirit, on this Ten of Wands? I keep hearing release of what's going on between Taurus and their party. Release of the upset. There's a knowing now. And even though something's move forward with caution, they're taking the steps and taking the time with it. You're now hearing, I'm hearing reaping the rewards. There's a moving on. It's taken its time to move on from this upset. What's this upset that has needed to be moved on from, or has been worked at? It's really been worked at. I'm hearing it's been a slog. I'm hearing nosiness. What's the upset? The shame, the issue that's been moved on from. A lot of Leo, Virgo within this reading, you know. Between a lovers, a decision that was made. What was the decision? Someone was playing two parties. The King of Pentacles, I feel it was a family. I don't know where Finn's coming in, whether there's a Finn. I feel there's been dispute within a family. That King of Pentacles doesn't have to be a person. It can be a project, a long-term project, a long-term commitment. But I feel it's a family. And they've really applied the pressure and drawn emotions out of you, and anxiety I'm getting with that Ten of Wands energy. But something's clicked now. It's as if you've known something and you've waited for your party or for the family to finally come to their senses as well, or twig on to what you've been saying. And now they've realised it's taken them time to get here. But I feel you've got some type of psychic energy around you, if not within you. And you can weigh up situations easier than others. And when you're trying to put your point across, it's because this isn't going to be for all of you, but some of you are psychically picking up on these messages, on these red flags, and you're telling them. But it hasn't happened yet. They're not at the point where they need to address that yet, or they need to acknowledge it, or even process it. because it's your psychic abilities or your intuition that's bringing this upset into your awareness. It may not even have happened yet, and that's why they may be thinking you're talking a load of flipping mere and codswallop. Okay, what can you give me, please, Spirit, of how your party, how they view Taurus as of this moment with this Ace of Swords? You've made something absolutely clear about all of this that's happened in the past. You're expecting to move forward from it, and may involve a Queen of Pentacles. I feel it's got, I've just heard grandparents and the stress that she's caused, he's caused, they've caused. I feel if they've recognised something, they're not letting you know they've recognised it, but you can see the change in them. You can see they've adapted. I've just sent the stand absolutely flying. Sorry about that. I'm getting now it has involved a family or a work environment, and something's been made clear that there can't be a revisiting of the past here. May even be disciplinary, and there's a needing to learn from past actions or the behaviour that's gone on for so long, and that's why that Seven of Pentacles energy is there. But I feel they're going to open up to you. Or they see you now as opening up. They're planning to open up. They just don't know how they're going to do it, because there's change here. There's some type of change. Where they feel safe to let go of the stress now, and they didn't before. It's as if they've been defensive of something or someone or their family. And every time you've told them possibly how their family is, there's been an absolute blunt cutting off here of willing to even hear you out or offer you anything back, any type of compassion or understanding or acknowledgement of how their family is, or whatever this King of Pentacles energy is. May even be a business, a career. For some of you, I'm hearing mortgage. Don't know where that's come from. There's a wanting to tell you, to share something with you. The stress that's gone on for so long. Why does Taurus's party not want to admit? What can you give me with this Nine of Swords? What is it they're not wanting to admit? About the Three of Cups. That all of this stress, now that it's been sorted, is a happy. And it was that. It was the family, or it was gossipers that were around you at the time who were causing the stress. If it wasn't them that were the problem, your relationship wouldn't have changed, but your relationship has changed and gone healthier since this party, group, whatever this Three of Cups is, has been told. And now it's evident to your party that everything you said was right. What can you give me, please, Spirit, on this Four of Swords? So the Four of Wands may come out now. What can you give me on this Four of Swords? They're resisting saying anything to you at the moment. This is what they're not revealing to you. I think they're wanting to tell you, but they don't know how they're going to tell you. So they're either going to hold it back about what they've realised, about all the complications that's being caused within your relationship. It wasn't directly about the two of you. It was the pressure other people were putting onto the both of you. But they were remaining absolutely guarded and wouldn't even go there when it come to putting whoever this person or this group of people into putting them in the place. They wouldn't have it. There's somebody here that wants to apologise to you, that's connected to your party. I feel your party's changed in response to what you've said, but they're not telling you that what you've said, or when you've laid the law down, you've created this boundary that they now agree with you and they see where you come from. What they do is they just don't talk about it. Listen to what you say and create that change, because by admitting it and telling you verbally that they're on the same page as you, or they see where you're coming from, it's then admittance. It's then putting it across to you that you're right. But then I'm getting a conflicting message, because there's now a wanting to tell you, but I don't feel this wanting to tell you is the same person. I feel your party's just going to carry on moving forward now with this success, never owning up to saying you were right or you're right. But there's somebody else in the background here, can possibly be a Libra, that wants to reach out and apologise, but your party's protecting them. May even be a mum, a dad, a grandparent, another family member, but your party's saying don't apologise, just leave it, just move on. You're not doing what you used to do anymore. But whoever it is that they're protecting wants to reach out and apologise to you, but they're being held back. And there's the Two of Cups. Something's gone on in the background here between your party, and I feel it's a family member or may even be an employee. And I feel they've given them a warning, or there's been a firm telling off of something here, but they're not telling you because they're protective of whoever this party is. As I said, maybe mum, dad, family member, employee. They've given them the heads up, as if to say, you really need to be treading cautiously here, because this is creating a lot of upset at mine and Taurus's end. And now they've given this party who they're protecting the heads up. They've realised. And now this party who's being out of order, who's being protected, wants to reach out, but your party doesn't want them to, because it might go off again. And that's why that Tower is up at the top. What can you give me on this Queen of Pentacles, please, Spirit, of their fears, anxieties and concerns when it comes to the connection? Two of Wands and the Moon. Everything's balanced now, but if someone makes a decision to put it out there, what they've learned and the perspective that they're coming from is balanced, and they get it now, it's going to trigger these emotions. And that's not what they want to be triggered. They don't want to revisit it. Something's buried now, it's done. The change has happened. But there's an elephant in the room here that's not being talked about. And it's how somebody used to be sharp, had too much to say. Used to try and take control, acted impulsively. Could even be nasty. Because they're coming from an emotional place. There's a wanting to hold somebody back. This Queen of Pentacles, I feel, is panicking here. Because any decision that they make, they're also going to have to keep quiet from this over-imposing person. They can't tell them anything, because they just turn nasty. Why did they turn nasty, please, Spirit? I feel you're comfortable that the situation's got better. This third person, or it might be the family, has changed. They've been given a warning, but it's your party who's worrying because they don't trust, because of past experience. They don't trust they will have changed for the better. They're just panicking and anxious because they feel whoever this person is, they're going to upset the apple cart again. And they don't want you to get your hopes up that this person's changed, because even your party doesn't feel like this family member or whoever it is that's close to them that they're dealing with behind the scenes has really changed, because they can't help themselves. This person turns nasty and starts to play the waterworks whenever you try to move forward. They can't be trusted. I was about to say it's someone quite high up within the family, but I don't mean that as in power. I mean it as in age. There's a stubborn flair that's coming with it. I'm getting a strong feminine vibe. Doesn't mean to say it's female, but that can possibly be down to, even if it's male, this party is using their emotions to try and gain control. And they might put on the waterworks to get you to back off from them, to get their own way, to play victim. And now you're not putting up with it anymore and you're moving on. They don't know what other strategy to apply. Spirit's telling me to change deck. What can you give me, please, Spirit, on this High Priestess energy? What's the plan of action when it comes to moving the connection forward or moving on from this issue for Taurus and their party? What's the plan of action? They're not. They're going to hold back. They're not going to say anything. This issue is there. But the reason they've withdrawn or they hold back is because there's fear of them being controlled again. You can see that devil energy there. And he's got hold of that puppet. This is them worrying, holding back, that the party, whoever it is that they're connected to, is toxic, controlling. And they don't know how they're going to move forward. They're trying to learn from the past. It's taken them time to get there, and they're behaving themselves up to now. But something's being brought to an end between you and your party. It may not be the relationship. It may be an event. There's something here that's being brought to an end because of this party or these family members. And it's just something to do with the long term and a happy ever after. Your party's not going to take action with anything at the moment because there's still, yep, that devil energy's there, but there's still anxiety, worry and obsessing that there's a Leo, Virgo somewhere in the mix. It's not going to be for all of you, or as I said, this issue's been going on since last September, October. Maybe that you've got Leo, Virgo strongly within your chart, but they're trying to read your energy as if to gain reassurance that you do now want whatever this, I can't take all of those, whatever this Ten of Cups is with them, because they won't speak up about it because their ego's in the way, or they're worried it'll go off, and that's why that Tower card is there. I can't take all of these. They're trying to slow the process down and get something absolutely right. And I feel there's somebody within their setting who's now behaving themselves, but your party's not seeing enough evidence yet that it's a changed behaviour that's gonna stay. Because there's somebody here that always causes flipping bother. So what's this Ten of Cups, please, Spirit? What's this Ten of Cups? They're moving on. They want to move forward with something, but they're holding it back at the minute because there's somebody else that's here that causes a shitstorm, and that's why the Ace of Swords is there. It's clear they're also not reaching out to you about whatever this elephant in the room is, or telling you what's gone on behind the scenes, if they've warned somebody or if they've warned a group of people. Whatever it is, whatever this issue is, they're not going to admit it to you yet, because what's also caught up in it is their stubbornness, and they just don't want to admit that you were right. And that's why they're holding it back. That this realization that they've had, this success that they've had, now they've put this person or people in their places. You've been saying it all along and they wouldn't have it, and they're not going to tell you at the moment because they know that you know you're right, and they don't want to go Yep, you were. And now I've told them, everything's gone better. There's a massive ego in the way here, and that's why that devil energy was there. What Spirit's suggesting at the moment for guidance, move on, keep moving forward, keep going for that 10 of Cups. It doesn't have to be this goal you're both going for, but there's a keep moving forward and they're gonna follow. There's a platform that you're able to move on from here. You're now able to go for that 10 of Cups, and I think it's because it's been made absolutely clear, because I'm being shown the red gown there in the 8 of Cups, and Spirit's also taking me towards that red gown there that is in the Justice card. There's a no messing now. You're knowing what you want, you're going for it, you've been creating it, and you're saying you either come along or you don't, but this is the direction that I'm going in, and if there's any messing, I'll just drop you, because I've been in this situation so many times before. I cannot bear to tolerate it anymore. That's the vibe that I'm getting. I'm done. And Spirit's saying keep going with that no bullshit approach, because what you're actually doing is you're telling your party, these are my expectations now. I'm not saying you're not coming along in my life with me, but if we're going to do this together, I'm not putting up with that anymore. And this is a healthy boundary that you're putting into place, because you're wanting to avoid them either. You don't want it. And if they do start kicking off or start being arsey, you'll just pull yourself away. But there's somebody here that is in your energy, being picked up very strongly within your energy, and I feel this is why you're embracing their energy or picking up on it psychically, that they know you're moving forward now, you're not messing, and you don't want this neither, and you will withdraw from them if they, and rightly so, because you're doing it on healthy grounds. You're doing it, I'm hearing, for your own sanity. Look, there we go, your own sanity. 5 of Swords. You can't cope with this because there's other things you can be putting your energy into, and you don't need to be blocked or stopped from moving forward. Well, I'm telling you, this has been an absolute corker. What an amazing energy to be in. There is absolutely no messing with this here, and yep, just keep rolling with it, keep doing as you are doing, and sending massive hugs your way. And I'm going to try and take on some of this energy. In fact, I've got Taurus in my chart. I think it might even be my Venus sign, so there'll be a little bit of me shimmering in this here. So yeah, I want to try and claim some of it. Sending massive hugs your way. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and look forward to catching up with you beginning of September.